Christina Maselli from the Edgewater section of the Bronx turned a newfound hobby into her own money-making operation. After discovering that she had a niche for designing cakes, she decided to create her own cake and catering company that she calls Cake by Christina.
My first cake was for my daughter's first birthday. It was a ladybug. And from there, I just kind of wanted to keep going with it. It was fun to make, and everybody liked it, and they said, well, when is the next cake? And, you know, it just went from there.
Cake by Christina is a business that Christina runs all by herself from the inside of her home. Although she does admit that she gets help from neighbors and family, she takes on 90% of the work herself and in return collects 100% of the revenue.
I do have help sometimes, and I also have a friend that she would help me deliver. She would also come and help me make little flowers, make, you know, just little pieces. So, yeah, I've had help before, but it's usually just me. I can make simpler roses.
Baking cakes has not only allowed Christina to make a few extra dollars, but has also allowed her to get in touch with her artistic side. She has turned several concepts, such as city bridges and cartoon figures, into edible creations.
I've done a safari theme where I make little sugar animals and I, you know, display them on a cake. So I like to make scenery too, and I've actually done a couple of city cakes. I did Fifth Avenue, I did Times Square, where I paint individual pieces and I'll prop them around, you know, a board, and it'll look like a city. So
Cake by Christina has been in existence for about 2 years and has generated a buzz from hundreds of clients throughout the tri-state area. The increase in demand for her cakes has kept Christina pretty busy. One of the creations that she is working on at the moment is a cake for Kimberly Sepp's 14th birthday party. The cake will be designed as a 3-layer velvet cake shaped in the form of a Juicy Couture perfume bottle. Christina talks to us about the process that it takes to make cakes such as this one.
the first step, of course, is baking the actual cake itself. So I usually do that about 12 hours before I'm going to start working with the cake to give it time to cool off.
Okay.
Because if it's still too warm, it'll soften and the whole thing would just fall apart.
Christina feels that having a home business can be a great experience, but it can also be a costly one as well. The price of buying supplies such as fondant, which is an essential ingredient in most of her cakes, varies from cake to cake and can put a hole in her wallet. Another challenge that affects Christina's home business is the constant juggling of her work and family. Christina says that her 3-year-old daughter, Alexandra, is one of the priorities that she has to consider while she focuses on her company.
It's difficult because you have to mix, your home life with what you're doing at the moment. Like, I'll have my daughter at home and have to do something with her and then go back to the cake, put a load of laundry in, go back to the cake, cook dinner, go back to the cake. It's just hard to keep it separate, basically, business and home life.
Admitting that there are challenges to having her own in-home business, Christina recommends those that can handle the risks of having their own business should definitely give it a shot. In this tough economic climate, she thinks that it could be the best way to earn a living.
From home, it's much easier. You're not paying rent on, a property. I'm not paying any staff right now. It's different than if I actually picked up and, took it to an actual building and try to start it from there. I think that would be more difficult in these times. But from home, I think there's much less risk, and that's why I've been, doing so well with this. And if you can try and have a business from home, I'd say go for it.
Christina put her heart into that Juicy Couture velvet cake. Now it's time to see the end result of all her hard work at Kimberly Sepp's 14th birthday party.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kimberly. Happy birthday to you.
It tastes really good. Tastes like vanilla, and I like vanilla. So yeah.
It's really good. It has good flavoring.
In the midst of all the excitement, Kimberly Sepp found some time to tell us what she thought about her birthday cake.
It was really, really pretty, and
it's like my favorite perfume, so I was really happy that I got a cake that resembles what I like. And it was delicious. Like, the fondant on it was so good, and the cake is so moist, and it was really good.
The joy of designing and baking cakes will always be Christina's favorite pastime, but she doesn't think that she will take her home business to the next level. As a long-term goal, she does want to get a bachelor's degree in creative writing and possibly go into teaching. However, if there's a great opportunity for Cake by Christina to expand, she just might reconsider.
It'd be cool to try and open up something, but right now I'm going towards actually my education certification and all of that. So that's really what I'm planning for the future.
Okay.
And I don't know if something happens, if someone comes along saying, hey, I want to invest in your business, if something like that happens, maybe I'll consider it.
If you would like a custom-made cake of your own, you can visit the Cake by Christina website at cakebychristina.webs.com. I'm Nicole Ashley, and this has been your NTV First Glance.